at all levels of the organization, and trusting them to doing the right thing. And as a leader, a lot of your job is to make those people successful. It's less about trying to be successful and more about making sure you have good people, and your work is to remove barriers, remove roadblocks for them, so that they can be successful in what they do. And so that's how I've always thought about it. And I've also valued teamwork quite a bit. And I think it's really important to build organizations where people actually want to work together. Everything comes out of that. So setting up collaborative cultures is another big thing I try to focus on.
So it's not about one person; it's about the team.
That's right. Yeah.
And if your team succeeds, you also succeed with them.
Absolutely.
That's great. So let's get some questions from the students.
I think there's a lot of pressure in today's system. I get surprised people start preparing for IIT in their 8th grades, and that's a bit shocking to me. I hope as people are approaching things, they are really taking the time to doing things in a deeper way. Understanding things deeper, learning by doing things, and I think it's important to remember it's a long road. Setbacks actually don't matter. I think a lot of times when I was younger, people would say, this person didn't get into this college or something, and that's the end of the road. I mean, life is so different from that. And so I think it's important to, keep your hopes, keep your dreams, and try to follow them. And I think most of how life plays out is up to you, not up to what happens outside of you. And I think it's important to keep that in mind and take the long-term view.
So you can get a lot of C's at IIT and still make it big in life? You can get a lot of C grades at IIT and still make it big? I don't know what the grading system now is like, but
I think you have to ask Professor PPC on that. But for what it's worth, I do think I've gotten a C at IIT. So,
and it's okay if you're not in IIT also. You can still make it.
Absolutely. I think there are several successful people at Google who have come from all over the world, including in India, from other institutions as well. I think there are world-class institutions outside too. Definitely IITs are the premier. I mean, they are respected not just in India but globally. But I think there are many paths to success for sure.
Yeah. So the done thing when we were sort of at IIT, and if you wanted to pursue a career in high tech, you went abroad because there weren't too many options in India. There weren't too many things you could do in India. Do you think that has changed?
Oh, absolutely. I spend every year I travel to Bangalore and Delhi, and I meet startups. There are many entrepreneurs who have just gone to schools in India and decided to start up companies right here, and they're doing very well. And even at Google, we are able to recruit some of the best and talented people straight into Google in India. And so I think things have definitely changed. Especially if you take a look at for me, when I look at how much things have changed, and things change a lot in a 20-year time frame, right? Yeah. When I left for the US, that was the first time I actually got on a plane. Right? So going to the US was the first time I got on a plane. This week I met with the CEO of Indigo, and he was saying, roughly 100 million people fly in India every year, and you look at how the market has changed. Yeah. And so things changed remarkably in 20 years. So if you keep that perspective in mind, I think India is a great place to be looking ahead at the next 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time, I'm seeing actually two-way flow in terms of traffic. There are people coming back, and there are people going overseas as well. Yeah. Great.
To being 10 years later, the internet came into play. 10 years later, smartphones came into play. So in 10 years, things shift around so much. I'm not sure what I'll be doing in 10 years, but the thing which still keeps me going is the desire to build products which will be used by billions of users and makes a difference for them. Hopefully, I still have a chance to do that 10 years from now.
Great.
Guys, remain seated. We have an important announcement to make. First of all, round of applause for
round of applause, everybody.
Big round of applause. Maximum round of applause. Remain seated. We'll evacuate the venue shortly. First, the first 3 rows will leave.